Okay, I suppose we better talk about God at this point. What is God? Who is God? Do you even believe in God? Is there a God? That's actually a stupid question, because it's not really about belief. Just because you believe something is true doesn't mean it's factual. We should be talking about logic and reason, because that's really the only thing we've got to work with. What do I actually have experience of? Do I have experience that something comes from something? Yes. Do I have experience that something comes from nothing? No. So, what is more scientific? Something that I have experience of, or something that I have no experience of? Obviously the first one. So if we're saying that something comes from something logically, then that something is what we call God. So if we accept, at least theoretically, that there is an intelligence behind the unfathomably complex design of the natural world, so then what is that intelligence? What is God? Is it a person, or is it an all-pervading kind of force or energy? Actually, there's only two options here, personal or impersonal. So God, or the absolute, by definition must contain everything within and beyond our experience. That's within and beyond our experience. So what do I have experience of? Well, I have experience of individualism, and I have experience of all-pervasiveness. That pretty much covers everything. Do I have experience of people? Yes, I'm a person. The guy who lives next door to me is a person. The guy who lives next door to him is a person, I think. Doesn't really come out of his house much, I'm not quite sure. But do I have experience of an all-pervasive energy? Yes, the sea, the sky, gravity, outer space, all those things. So in order for God to be God or absolute, he must contain both of those aspects. He must be both an individual and an all-pervasive energy. Or to put the two together, an all-pervasive person. That, my friends, is what we call Krishna, the all-pervasive, all-attractive, supreme person who is the source of everything. Hold on a second, they didn't teach us this at school. That's right, some people believe in a thing called evolution. Despite the fact that evolution has been rejected by every scientific field from PhD level onwards, despite the fact that a change of species cannot be demonstrated as a scientifically observable fact. If you still want to believe it, and that's your religion, I respect that. In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was hydrogen. But today we're speaking about logic and reason. Logically speaking, a creator must exist, and that creator must be simultaneously a person and something that is all-pervading. Of the two aspects, the personal aspect is higher. What use is a beautiful beach or a beautiful landscape if I have no one to share it with? What use is a Facebook account if I have no friends? What is life itself without the concept of relationship? Even those who claim that the end result is a homogeneous oneness or an empty void, those people still seek out relationships in their own personal life. Where is that desire coming from? It's coming from, like everything, a transcendental source. What is that transcendental source? Well, beyond the reflection, beyond the darkness of this material world is the opposite. It's a sky filled with illumination. Some people have these out-of-body experiences where they claim to have become immersed in a body of white light. Actually, that light is kind of bluish. The reason the sky on Earth is blue is because it's a far removed diffusion of the effulgence of Krishna's body. Krishna's body, which exists on the topmost planet in the spiritual sky. So is said by the Vedas, which we're trusting for now, so just going to go with this. Empirical science may attribute that blueness to various wave patterns in the light spectrum. But why is there a light spectrum in the first place? How did the sun get generated? But empirical science asks the question what? It doesn't ask the question why. Why is it here? In the natural world, we see that the microcosm is often a reflection of the macrocosm. Just like we have a planet here that's round, we also have a universe that is also round. This planet is a sphere in the same way a universe is a sphere. It has a diameter, it has a limited amount of space in which it can contain things, and this universe is said to be floating alongside uncountable universes, like little footballs on a sea of eternal time. The Srimad Bhagavatam describes the gigantic expansion of Krishna known as Mahavishnu to be lying down on that sea in a mystic slumber called Yoga Nidra. He breathes out, all the universes come to be. He breathes in, all the universes go back into his pores, into the pores of his body, and they become destroyed. Kind of like the original bubble bath. So time is very much relative. Some insects, they only live for one day, but for them it's like 100 years. It's like a full lifetime. What we perceive as billions of years within this universe is actually only a moment when it comes to eternal time.